sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On first down, Burnett. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a give right side. It's Burnett. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 2nd down, it's Burnett, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Right back to him on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Burnett. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
He'll look to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down at 4. They run the counter. Burnett, and he stopped immediately there. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Burnett, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll run on first down. Burnett, they'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down now, it's Burnett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. That reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now a give, right side. Burnett, and that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On second down, here's Henry. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Looking to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On first down, it's Burnett. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Monarchs are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Herbert back to the air. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Herbert operating from the red zone. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air again, Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll throw now on the final play. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. From the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Again, Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run the counter. Burnett shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
45. Hey, defense, let's go. 19 line. 45's the mark. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 45. Mike, 45.
He'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run on first down. It's Burnett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll look to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
93 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to have the hook up to Burnett. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Burnett, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Monarchs are able to extend their lead. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, it's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. From down near his goal line here, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
They'll try again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. He's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Quez Watkins from a yard out. And the Monarchs are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Justin Reed, but he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time.
but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And it's caught. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Monarchs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Here's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st down, Justin Herbert.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
Touchdown! Hunter Henry, 28 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
That one looks like he'll throw here. On the right side, he finds Burnett. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go one more. Let's go Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, here we go. Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, D. Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. That's right, baby, they don't want it. 60 Bobcats.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. I got one. Be ready. Be ready. Cut my team. Don't say nothing. Mike 50. Mike 50. That's not new.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him.
Prime time, baby.
And all the way in for the touchdown. Chris Watkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Monarchs have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though.